Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Hot Wheels franchise here in year number 1. Last episode, we took on the Sandcats in the expansion team showdown. We fought back from down 3-0, took the lead at 4-3, and then gave up 5 earned runs out of the bullpen unanswered to lose 8-4, the final score against the other expansion team in our conference. So we are now at 5-6 on the year, 1 game under 500, but we still are tied for the division lead with the Freebooters, who are also 5-6, and the Wild Pigs, who currently sit at 4-5. Now to bring us into today's matchup, which is the first of 4 straight at home here, our last 4 home games of the season, it'll be against the Moonstars, who are our last non-divisional opponent of the season. And they have a familiar face on the hill. For those of you who come over from the Heaters franchise, you'll remember Turnburner. He was one of our pitchers. He ended up being our ace for the last 2 years in that franchise. And he was on the team for 3 out of the 4 seasons. So we are very familiar with the lefty, who is a hard thrower, but he can't control where it's going. Vern on the year in his rookie season, 1-1 with a 9.58 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. And on the mound for us at 5-6 is going to be right-hander rookie Emerson Glover, making her 3rd start. 1-1 with a 13.94 ERA and a 2.42, with both pitchers struggling here in their rookie campaigns. Lineup for today's game, leading off at first, is Dirk Sportswood, followed by Nora Holmes at shortstop. Batting 3rd, left fielder Smash Lafayette. He is still locked in. Batting 4th, the second baseman Jeb Jumps. Batting 5th, DH Stu Burko. Batting 6th, third baseman Mateo Wade. Batting 7th, catcher Tiny DeGrande. Batting 8th, center fielder Geronimo James. He is tense. And batting 9th is tense right fielder rookie Marcos Resplendent Jr. Let's get it on. Hey, one boy, how's it going? Nice of you to join us. Alright. Those of us unfamiliar with the Moonstars, Moonstars are a pitching-based team. They have no defense, their speed is non-existent, and their offense is weak. It's average at best in both power and contact. So this team relies a lot on their pitching to carry the day. And in their division, they are tied for the division lead. They're at 6-4. It is a very competitive division down there in the Boss division. Or are they in second? They're in second, aren't they? They're a half game out of first, yes. They're one of 3 teams at 6-4. One team is at 7-4. And then I believe there's one team that is below 500. I forget what team that is. Up first for the Moonstars, Rusty Bustum, the first baseman. He's locked in, hitting .350 with 3 homers and 5 RBIs on the year. He'll be the first batter to face the rookie, Emerson Glover. Glover on the year, 1-1, a 13.94 ERA and a 2.42 WHIP, 16 earned runs given up in her first 2 starts, 10 in the 3rd innings pitched, 22 hits surrendered, 4 homers, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Batting average against .415 on the year for Glover. Glover last time out, I believe she threw 5 in the 3rd innings, giving up 4 earned runs. A much better improvement over her debut, where she went 5 innings, giving up 12 runs. Lineup for the Moonstars, after Bustum, it is shortstop rookie Nance Tools. Then it is catcher Clubber Buff. Batting 4th is their DH today, Herbert Hackman. Batting 5th, left fielder Gustav Gustavsson. Batting 6th, center fielder Windy Wheels. Batting 7th, right fielder Lackey Luster. Batting 8th, third baseman Raffy Slaps. And batting 9th, 10th, second baseman Pepe Vinicio. Glover ready, here we go.
No, that's inside.
Teasing up and in is inside, ball 1. Peter away, that's driven to right field down the line. Resplendent over in the corner, makes the catch on the warning track, 1 down. Next up, shortstop Nance Tools, hitting .237 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the season. Fastball middle in on the first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Slider in there at the knees, that's chopped foul, out of play, 0-2 the count. Cutter up and away, outside, 1-2 the count. Throw ball down, in the dirt, good take by Tools, 2-2 the count. Two-seamer up and in, chased inside, skied down the left field line, Lafayette giving chase, but he's not going to get there as that's out of play. 2-2 the count. Two-seamer away, hit up the middle, jumps over for it, will not get there, and that is a single for the rookie Tools, as she'll be on with 1 down in the inning. Next up is catcher Clubber Buff, batting in the 3 slot today, hitting .237, 4 homers and 7 RBIs for the power hitter. Steeler active over at first base for Tools. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Cutter away, and the first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Fastball up, driven to right field into the corner, hooking near the line. Fair ball as Buff hits it off the base of the wall, holding him to a singles. That's a good throw from Resplendent. Runners at the corners with 1 down. That'll give the RBI chance to DH Herbert Hackman, hitting .293 with 6 homers, 11 RBIs, inside pitch active for the veteran. Curveball down on the first pitch. Chase grounded to third. Wade there, fires to second. 1, jumps to first, late on the fielder's choice. Run does score. RBI to Hackman. 1-0 Moonstars lead. Gustavsson up next, left fielder hitting .188. 2 RBIs on the year for Gustav as he is struggling here on the season. Zimmer away, fouled off, 0-1. A little late on that swing. Slider down and in, that's a check swing. It's low, 1-1, good take. Fastball up and in, high, 2-1. For ball away, outside, 3-1. Cutter away, that's grounded to third, right at Wade. He'll make the play to first. In time to end the inning. Only 1 run on the inning for the Moonstars as they take a 1-0 lead on the RBI fielder's choice, ground out by Herbert Hackman. Bottom 1, Sportswood, Holmes, and Lafayette due up. Hopefully everything's sounding good today. Leading off his first baseman, Dirk Sportswood. Top lineup hitting .490, 5 homers, 17 RBIs on the year. Facing rookie lefty Vern Turnburner, who gets a fastball in there low, ball 1. Easy, Vern. Let me look at your numbers first, buddy. I know you're familiar with us, but we haven't seen your numbers. He's 1-1 on the year in his rookie season, .958 ERA and a .145 whip, 11 earned runs given up in 2 starts, totaling 10 in the 3rd innings as well. 13 hits surrendered, 2 homers, a hit batsman, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Batting average against .295 on the year for Turnburner, which is the highest in the starting rotation. He also has the highest ERA and the 2nd highest whip. He also has the 3rd most strikeouts, though, so lowest. Surprisingly, the lowest number of walks. That does surprise me. He has no accuracy to speak of, so I don't understand that one. Slider inside, caught the zone, 1-1. Change it down and in, strike call, 1-2. Fastball away, line to the right center. That's going to be extra bases for Sportswood as that's going to roll to the deepest, one of the deeper parts of the park as Windy Wheels gets to it. It is a leadoff double for Sportswood. Tying run immediately in scoring position for the Hot Corners. Next up is the shortstop, Nora Holmes, hitting .480 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the season. Change up outside, that'll miss, ball 1. Fastball down and in, strike called, that caught the corner. Good pitch from Turnburner, 1-1. 2-seamer up and away is high, 2-1 the count. Fastball up and away, line to first, right at Buston, who makes the catch on the liner. 2-1 down in the inning. Next up is going to be rookie left fielder Smash Lafayette. Locked in, hitting .556 on the year with 2 homers, 12 RBIs, and he has outside pitch active. Heater inside almost hits Lafayette as it gets off the catcher's glove. Buff throw the third is late as Sportswood advances on the pass ball wild pitch. 1-0 the count. Screwball in the middle of the plate, ripped hard and foul by Lafayette as he's early, 1-1. Fastball up and in, skied down the left field line. Back to the warning track is Gustavsson. Puts it away for the 2nd out as Sportswood will tag, and he will score easily on the sac fly. We are tied at 1 as that's the 13th RBI of the year for the rookie Lafayette. Base is empty, 2 down for second baseman Jeb Jumps, hitting .326. 7 RBIs on the season for Jeb.
Ball inside.
Screwball inside, misses, ball 1.
That's inside.
Heater inside, that'll miss, 2-0 the count to Jumps. Check swing on the changeup. Should have swung. 2-1. Fastball away. Pops it up behind the plate. Buff there out of the crouch to his left. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But 1 run in on the sac fly by Lafayette as we're knotted up at 1 to the 2nd. Wheels, Luster, and Slaps due up here for the Moonstars in the 2nd. Leading off is today's 6th hitter in the lineup. Center hitter Windy Wheels for the Moonstars. He's hitting .351. 1 homer, 6 RBIs on the season. First pitch curveball in there at the knees. Grounded to 2nd. Right at Jumps. He'll make the easy play. 1 down. Next up is right fielder Lackey Luster. Hitting .313 on the season. 4 RBIs on the year. Fastball away in the first pitch. Strike called on the heater. 0-1. Slider down in the way. That is a strike called at the knees. 0-2 the count here to Luster. 2-seamer up and in. High from Glover. 1-2 the count. Cutter up and away. Chased outside, dribbler to short. Holmes to her left, cuts it off. Fires to first. 2 down. Base is empty for third baseman Rafi Slaps, who is moving Hackman to DH today. Slaps, no hits on the year yet. Still looking for his first. Slider down and in. That's grounded in the middle to short. Holmes dives out of her reach. This is into left center field, and there is the first hit of the year for Rafi Slaps, as he'll be on at first to extend the inning with 2 down. That will bring up 9-hitter Pepe Benicio, the second baseman. He is tense, hitting .250 with 4 RBIs on the season. Two-seamer middle in on the first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Four-seamer middle away, outside, good take, 1-1. Curveball middle away, check swing strike called on the floater, 1-2 the count. Cutter inside, line to short, Holmes dives to her right, off her glove into left field, and that's a base hit for Benicio. 2 on, 2 down now as that extends the inning. Here's the top of the lineup, it's Rusty Bustum, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. Cutter middle away in the first pitch, fouled out of play, 0-1. Two-seamer down and away, low in the dirt, 1-1. Four-seamer up and in, strike called, 1-2 the count. Slider down and in, chased it inside, strike 3. First punch out today for Glover, and that ends the inning as the rookie strands 2. Bottom 2, it's 1-1 still. Burko, Wade, and DeGrande due up here against Turnburner. Leading off is the 5-hitter for the Hawk Corners today, DH Stu Burko. Power versus lefties active, hitting .475 on the year with 2 homers, 12 RBIs as he'll face Turnburner. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down and in, check swing taken at the knees, 0-2 the count. Fastball down, hit up the middle, diving his tools behind the bag. She gets up and fires. Nice play in time at first, 1 down. Next up, rookie third baseman Mateo Wade, hitting .429, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch coming in from Turnburner, heater at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down, swung late, 0-2. Fastball away, skied to right center, going over Luster. He will run it down in the gap for the second out of the inning. Base is empty for catcher Tiny DeGrande, hitting .233, 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the year. Fastball inside is chased, 0-1. Fastball up and in, grounded up the middle, diving Benicio to his left, right, gets up and fires, in time to first. Nice play to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Turnburner here in the second to the third. We're still tied at 1. Tools, Buff, and Hackman due up for the Moonstars.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Leading off is the rookie shortstop Nance Tools, hitting 1 for 1 on the year today with a single. She scored a run in the first inning as well. Fastball down, line to short, right at Holmes, 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out, and now to bring up catcher Clubber Buff. Singled his first time up and then was forced out on the base paths. Curveball at the knees, low ball 1. Cutter up, strike called at the letters, 1-1. Two-seamer middle down, grounded hard up the middle, base hit for Buff as it's in the center. His second hit today, he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Got to bring up DH today, Herbert Hackman, 0 for 1 with an RBI fielder's choice ground out his first time up. So far, that's the only run on the board for the Moonstars. Two-seamer away is outside, ball 1. Curveball down in the way, low in the dirt, 2-0. Four-seamer down in the way, grounded hard to first, under Sportswood's glove into right field. That's a base hit for Hackman. His first hit today, 2 on, 1 down. Here's the 5-hitter, Gustav Gustafsson. Grounded out to short, I believe his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Or did he ground up to third? It might have been third. Either way. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Line to left field, in on it Lafayette. He's not going to get there. Base is loaded, 1 down. Knocking on the doors, the Moonstars are. Here's Windy Wheels, 0 for 1 with the ground out to second base his first time up. Four-seamer at the knees on the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer middle in. Driven to center field, hit well. James retreating back to the warning track. Lays out, makes the diving catch. Nice play, Geronimo, as he avoids the wall, but it is still deep enough as a sac fly. RBI to Wheels, it is 2-1. Runners at the corners for Luster. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. Glover now tense after the second run scores. Slider down and in is low on the first pitch, ball 1. Four-seamer up and away is high, 2-0. Cutter up, high and inside, 3-0. Two-seamer away, outside, ball 4. First walk today for Glover, bases loaded. Once again, here's Raffy Slaps. Got his first hit of the year. He's 1 for 3 now as a batter on the season. 1 for 1 today. Looking to drive in some more runs here in the inning. First pitch curveball down and away, outside in the dirt. Good block by DeGrande to keep it in front of him, 1-0. Four-seamer down and in is fouled back, 1-1 the count. Cutter outside, that'll miss, 2-1. Slider inside, popped up, shallow right field, in on it Resplendent. He's there. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning as Glover gets out of a bases-loaded jam, only allowing 1 run to score on the sac fly to dead center. As Geronimo James' nice diving catch saves more than 1 run. James, Resplendent Jr., and Sportswood do up. That should have been a bases-clearing double or triple. Geronimo James leading off, center fielder tense, despite making the nice play in the field last inning, hitting .333, 3 RBIs on the year, and outside pitch active against the lefty Turnburner. Burns sets and fires, heater in there away, 0-1. Fastball away is chased outside, 0-2 the count. Chased it high, strike 3 on the heater, first punch up for Turnburner, 1 down. Next up, rookie right fielder Marcos Resplendent Jr. Tense hitting .250 on the year with 2 RBIs. Fastball inside almost hits him as he gets out of the way, ball 1. Screwball down in the way is low, 2-0. Changeup up and in, hard fouled off by Resplendent, 2-1. Fastball up and away, skied out of play, foul. 2-2 the count as that'll activate Whiffer. Turnburner looking to set him down. Chase the fastball up and in, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Turnburner, 2 for him on the day. 2 down, and that'll bring up Sportswood, who doubled in the first inning and scored a run. He's 1 for 1 today. Fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off. 0-2 the count to Sportswood. Fastball up, driven by Sportswood to right center field. He got a good wood on it, but it's going to die at the warning track. Luster runs it down, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the 4th, it's 2-1 still. Vinicio, Bustum, and Tools do up. Here's Vinicio, 1 for 1 with a single today. Still tense despite that hit. Glover still tense after getting out of the bases-loaded jam last inning. Curveball down and away in the dirt for ball 1. Slider inside, that'll miss as well. 2-0 the count. Curveball middle away, strike called, 2-1. Fastball up and in, strike called, 2-2. Cutter up and in, popped up. Glover off the mound to her right. Calling for it, and the rookie puts it away. 1 down as she's back to neutral mojo. Next up is first baseman Rusty Bustum, who's 0 for 2. Slider inside, away actually, fouled off, 0-1. Bustum struck out swinging last time up. So far, the only batter to strike out today. Two-seamer chased high, 0-2 the count. Four-seamer down and in, fouled off, still 0-2. Cutter away, outside, 1-2, good hold. Slider down and away, check swing outside, 2-2. Curveball middle in, grounded in the hold of short. Holmes on the backhand, gets there, fires to first. 2 down. Next up is shortstop Nance Tools, 1 for 2 with a single today. Lined out last time up. Fastball up and in, blew it by her at the letters, 0-1. Slider down and away, low, 1-1. Curveball down and away, in the dirt, 2-1 the count. Cutter up and away, line to right center field, Resplendent over, runs it down on the liner, 1-2-3 inning for Glover here in the 4th. Bottom 4, it's 2-1 still. Holmes, Lafayette, and Jumps do up as we have ourselves a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Let's try that again. Nora Holmes leading off 0 for 1 today. Vern Turnburner set down the last 7 men to face him. Slider middle in, swung through it, 0-1. Fastball away, chased it, 0-2. Changed away, pulled foul, 0-2. Screwball away, is skied to right center field, hooking towards the gap. That'll get down for a hit, as they had Holmes shaded to left center. Her first hit today, she's 1 for 2 as she'll lead off. And that will bring up Smash Lafayette, the outside pitch specialist. Rookie hit a sac fly his first time up. He's still locked in. So far, that's the only run for the Hot Corners today, as that ends the string of 7 straight batters retired by Turnburner. Cutter up. Two-seamer up, line down the left field line, over the diving, slaps his glove into the corner it goes, and that'll be extra bases for Lafayette. Holmes slides in safely at third. It is a double for the rookie. 2 in scoring position, none down for Jeb Jumps. He's 0 for 1. Popped out to the catcher his first time up. Slider in the dirt is chased and fouled back, 0-1. Fouled off on the two-seamer, 0-2. Slider down and in, chop the second. Benicio to his right, backhands it cleanly. He'll make the play at first. RBI ground out, though, for Jumps as we're tied at 2. 1 down, runner at third for Burko. 0 for 1. Powers lefty active for Burko. Infield in here. Two screwball. Two-seamer high, misses, ball 1. Fastball down and in, cut late, 1-1. Fastball away, missed it, 1-2. Check swing high, good hold by Burko on the heater, 2-2. Fastball away, line down the right field line, foul, 2-2. Remains the count. Fastball away, line back to second, one hopper to Benicio. He'll look the runner back and fire to first for the second out as Lafayette holds at third wisely. Mateo Wade up next, 0 for 1 today. Looking to drive in the run with 2 down. Two-seamer up and in his way inside, ball 1. Change up down and in is low, 2-0 the count to Wade. Fastball inside, rip past the diving, slaps into left field, base hit for Wade, as he'll give it another RBI, his 4th of the year, 3-2, Hot Corners lead. So that keeps getting alive for DeGrande, who popped out his first time up, he's 0 for 1. Check swing in the dirt, gets by Buff, going for second is going to be Wade. Throw down is late as he'll get there safely on the passed ball. 1-0 the count here to DeGrande as that was in the dirt. Fastball Wade, line to right center, that's down in the gap. Extra bases for DeGrande as it ricochets off the wall. Double for DeGrande, it is 4-2 as Wade scores easily from second. 8th RBI of the year for DeGrande. Next up, Geronimo James, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Still tense. Turnburner also tense. Heater up and in, high, ball 1. Fastball away, line foul by James, 1-1. Gotta be quicker than that, Geronimo. Right down the middle. Swung through it on the changeup, 1-2. Fastball down on the way, chase, dribbler to first. Fair ball as Bustum's there to make the play, and that will end the inning. But 3 runs in for the Hot Corners here in the 4th as we take the lead. 4-2 to the 5th. Buff, Hackman, and Gustavson. Hard lineup up against Glover. Here's Glover Buff, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Dribble down and away. Chopper to short, charging his home. She'll make the play to first. 1 down. Next up is Hackman, 1 for 2 with a single. Last time up, he's also hit an RBI ground out. Fielder's choice. Inside pitch still active for Hackman, 1 for 2 today. Two-seamer down and away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and away, rip foul by Hackman, 0-2 the count. Four-seamer inside, that'll miss, 1-2. Cutter up and away, grounded up the middle of the second, jumps to the right, backhands it. He'll make the play to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Gustavson, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch curveball down at the knees, foul back, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away, check swing strike called, 0-2. Two-seamer up and in, swung through it, strike 3, second punch out for Glover today. 1-2-3 inning for the rookie as she is through the 5th. Bottom 5, it is 4-2. Resplendent, Sportswood, and Holmes, 9-1-2, due up for the Hot Corners. Turnburner trying to bounce back after that bad inning last time out. Let's see what he does. There's Marcos, 0 for 1 today. He's tense. Struck out swinging his first time up. Slider up, hung, and chased it high, 0-1. Fastball down and in, skied by Marcos to right. That's right at Luster for the first out. Next up is Sportswood, 1 for 2 with a double today and a ground out. Changed inside, chased and fouled off, 0-1. Turnburner back to neutrals. That slider's in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball away, chopper to third, slaps to his left, cuts it off. Fires to first, 2 down. Next up is Nora Holmes, 1 for 2 with a single, locked in now. after scoring a run last time on the base paths. Slider up and in is high, ball 1. Screwball low in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Fastball up, whiffed on it, high, 2-1. Chased it inside, bad pitch, 2-2. Fastball up, chased, dribbler to second. Vinicio on one hop makes the play, and that's going to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Turnburner in the 5th. To the 6th, it's still 4-2. Wheels, Luster, and Slaps due up here for the Moonstars. As Glover looking to record her first quality start of her career. Windy Wheels 0 for 1 today with an RBI sac fly, I believe, last time up. He was robbed of extra bases on a nice diving play in center at the wall by James. First pitch curveball down and away. Outside, ball 1. Four-seamer up. Taken high, 2-0. Cutter down and in is low, 3-0. Four-seamer up. Strike called, 3-1. Two-seamer up and in, high, ball 4. Second walk today for Glover as Wheels will reach to start the inning. He's got good speed. Lackey Luster up next, walked. He's 0 for 1 today. Pick off to first, Wheels back safely. Four-seamer away, outside, ball 1. Slider down and in the dirt, blocked by DeGrande. Runner goes on the pitch, and it's an easy steal for Wheels. Windy's 3rd of the season. He's a perfect 3 for 3. 2-0 the count to Luster. 2-0 pitch, two-seamer down and in, bloop down the right field line, but foul. Out of reach of Resplendent, 2-1. Cutter up and away, outside, 3-1. Slider up, driven to right center, hit well by Luster, and it is long gone. First of the year for Lackey Luster. That home run ties the game at 4 here, as that'll do it for Glover. First home of the year for Lackey. We're all tied at 4. He's up to 6 RBIs now on the season on that 2-run bomb. Slaps do it next, 1 for 2 with a single. And he'll be pinch hit for by outfielder Dale Nail, the veteran hitting .200 on the season, coming off the bench. Glover is going to leave the game tense after 5+ innings. She'll give up 8 total hits with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for the rookie, and 1 giant home run, 4 earned runs. She will get a no decision for her efforts. Coming out of the bullpen here, we are going to turn it over to long reliever Rachel Rhubarb as the lefty's coming out of the pen. Rachel on the year, no record at 10.29 ERA and a 1.86 whip. 4 games appeared in. She's thrown 7 innings. 8 earned runs given up, 10 hits, 3 homers, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Batting average against on the year is .323. Fastball away in the first pitch. Grounded up the middle as Nail was going after the hard stuff. He'll single back to center. Nail on with none down. Here's Vinicio, 1 for 2 with a single. Still tense. Slider down and in on the first pitch, grounded hard to third. Wade dives, knocks it down. Fires to first. In time to get Vinicio on the fielder's choice, 1 down. Nail in scoring position, though, for Bustum in the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3. Two-seamer up and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider down in the way, chop back to the mound. Rhubarb looks the runner back, goes to first, 2 down. RBI chance, though, for Tools, 1 for 3 with a single today for the rookie. Change up away in the first pitch, grounded hard to short. Holmes dives, knocked down, keeps it in the infield. Infield single for Tools. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Here's Clubber Buff. Catcher 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Slider down and in on the first pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Steeler is active at first base for Tools. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Two-seamer up and away, Buff fouls it back, 1-1. Four-seamer away, fouled off, 1-2. Big pitch coming from Rhubarb, trying to keep the game tied. Runners at the corners, 2 down, 1-2 count to Buff. Change up and in, fouled off, we'll do it again. Slider down and away, outside, 2-2, good hold. Four-seamer down and in, strike 3, called at the knees. Perfect pitch from Rhubarb, and that gets her out of the jam. Her first strikeout today. But the Moonstars tied up on the home run by Lackey Luster, his first of the year. 2-run shot ties it at 4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Hard to line up for the hot corners this inning. Lafayette leading off. He doubled in a run. No, he doubled last time up and then drove in a run on a sac fly earlier in the game. He's still locked in. Coming off the bench to play third base, backup infielder Elijah Gobelson, the veteran, as he'll take over for Nail at third. He's an infielder, so he can play anywhere.
No, inside.
Primarily a shortstop, though, as that two-seamer's inside from Turnburner, ball one. Screwball inside, lined up the middle, and Lafayette has his second hit today. He's 2 for 2 on the single. Leadoff man on for the Hot Corners here. Next up, Jeb jumps 0 for 2. RBI ground out last time up for Jeb. He's also popped out. Fastball down, line to third, right at Gobelson for the first out. Back safely is Lafayette. Next up is Burko, 0 for 2 today. However's lefty active. Pick off to first, back safely is Lafayette. Runner goes, fastball down and in, low, throw down to second. Just in time to get Lafayette, nice throw from Buff. He's back to neutral. 1-0 the count to Burko, 2 down. I believe that was Lafayette's first time getting caught stealing in his career. It was, he's 0 for 1 on the year in steals. Heater up and in, strike called, 1-1. Outside on the two-seamer, nowhere near the zone, 2-1. Change up in the dirt away, 3-1. Fastball down and in, lined by Burko back to left center. That is his first hit today, I believe. He's 1 for 3. 2 down runner at first. Here's rookie Mateo Wade, who singled in a run last time up. He's 1 for 2. Extra base hit might do it. Let's see what Wade can do. Slider away, line to first, right at Bustum, holding the runner, and he'll make the snag to end the inning. To the 7th, 4-4 still to score. Hackman, Gustafson, and Wheels do up 4, 5, and 6 for the Moonstars against Rhubarb. Here's Herbert Hackman. Let's get words out. 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Inside pitch still active. Slider down in the way. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer away. Strike called. 0-2. Four-seamer up and away. High. 1-2. Change it down in the way. Chased it outside. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Rhubarb. 1 down. Next up, Gustafson. 1 for 3 with a single. Slider down in the way in the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Change it down and in. Inside. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing high. Good hold. 2-1. Four-seamer up and in. Chopper to short. Holmes fields it cleanly to first. In time. 2 down. Base is empty for Windy Wheels. 0 for 1 with a walk last time up. He's also hit a sac fly. Slider down in the way. Low. Ball 1. Two-seamer middle away. That's line deep. Right center field. Hit well by Wheels. And it is gone. Home run for Windy. His second of the year. And that gives the Moonstars the lead. It is 5-4. Unlucky. Next up, Lackey Luster, who homered last at bat. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run shot. Oh, no walk. He's also lined out. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch. Sky down the left field line into the corner. Lafayette giving chase. He'll watch it get out of play, though. 1 down. 0-1 the count. Four-seamer up and in. Check swing high. 1-1. Also inside a little bit. Slider down in the way. Line to first. Over the diving Sportsman's glove. Foul, thankfully. 1-2. Two-seamer down and in. Line foul again as Luster out in front. 1-2 the count. Change up and away. Chased and fouled back. We're still at 1-2. Four-seamer up. Chased it high. Strike 3. Third punch out for Rhubarb. That ends the inning. But she serves up the lead on a 2-out homer by Windy Wheels as the center fielder hits his second of the year, and that gives the Moonstars a 5-4 lead to the bottom of the 7th. DeGrande, James, and Resplendent Jr. do up. Turnburner looking to start the 7th here. Rookie only had 76 pitches, so it is doable. Tiny DeGrande leading off, doubled in a run last time up. He's 1 for 2. He's also popped out today. Two-seamer away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in, high, 1-1. Check swing high on the heater, good hold by DeGrande, 2-1 the count. Fastball away, pulled off the bat to left center shallow, Wheels racing in, he'll get there for the first out. Next up is center fielder Geronimo James, 0 for 2. Grounded out last time up the first. He's also struck out swinging. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and away, chopper to third. Gobelson on 1 hop, makes the play, 2 down. Base is empty for Resplendent, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to right last time up. Fastball up, turned on by Marcos to left field. Did he get enough? Gustav's at the wall, leaps, it is gone. Hot Canaccord coming at you in the Moonstars bullpen. First career home run for Marcos Resplendent Jr. We're all tied at 5. New ball game, boys. Here's Splitswood, 1 for 3 with the double. Turnburner staying out there, though, despite serving up the bomb. Fastball inside, just caught the knees, 0-1. Slider up and in, popped right center shallow, outfield Benicio. Second baseman will run it down, make the behind-the-shoulders catch. That'll end the inning. To the 8th, we're tied at 5, though, after the home run by Marcos Resplendent Jr., first of his young career. Gobelson, Benicio, and Bustum do up against Rhubarb here in the 8th. Gobelson leading off, third baseman batting .500 on the year. Came on as a defensive sub 2 innings ago for Dale Nail. First bat of the game for Elijah's. He'll take a 2-seamer away. Strike called, 0-1. 4-seamer middle of the plate, fouled off, 0-2. 2-seamer up and in, high, 1-2. Slider down and away. Chased outside, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Rhubarb. Second in a row, 1 down. Next up, Pepe Benicio, 1 for 3 with a single today. Change up at the knees on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and in, swung through it, 0-2 the count. Four-seamer up and away. Check swing called, strike 3 at the letters. Third punch out in the row for Rhubarb, her 5th today, and that'll bring up Bustum 0 for 4. 2-seamer down and in, inside, ball 1. 4-seamer down and away, grounded hard to short. Holmes dives to her left, out of her reach, into the left center base hit. Rusty's first hit today, he's 1 for 5. He'll be on with 2 down here in the 8th to extend the inning for Nance Tools. Rookie 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Change up middle of the plate, skied down the left field line by Tools off the end of the bat. Lafayette in foul territory, runs it down in the corner, makes the catch. And that will end the inning as Rhubarb is through the 8th with a 0. Bottom 8, it's still tied at 5. Holmes, Lafayette, and Jumps. Hard lineup up for the hot corners. Let's see if we can make a difference. Nora Holmes leading off, 1 for 3 with a single. And coming out of the bullpen is going to be right-hander Bert Bergerer as he'll take over for Turnburner. Byrne goes 7 innings on the day, giving up 8 hits. I don't think he walked anybody, surprisingly. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 2, gave up 5 earned runs. 1 homer, though. Solid outing, but it could have been better. He'll leave with a no decision here in the bottom of the 8th as Bergerer comes on out of the pen. Let's take a look at his numbers on the season. The veteran right-hander, 1-0 on the year. He has the second-best ERA in the bullpen at 2.25. 1.25 whip, which is the second lowest out of the bullpen as well. He's given up 2 earned runs in 5 appearances, totaling 8 innings. 8 hits surrendered, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Batting average against in the year for Bergerer is .250, also second lowest. Only pitcher performing better than him is the closer, Lil Bupton. Holmes ready, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Grounded out last time at the plate. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Bergerer is basically the same archetype as Turnburner. He throws really hard. He has a lot better break on his pitches, though. And he has slightly better accuracy at the average rating, but it's still not elite or great. So he can have some control issues at times. Curveball in the dirt, bounces, 2-0 the count. Curveball down is chased, chopper to short. Tools there, makes the stop, 1 down. Next up is left fielder rookie Smash Lafayette. He singled last time at the plate. He's also doubled and hit a sac fly, driving in a run. He's 2 for 2. Still locked in. Fastball inside, misses from Bergerer off the catcher's glove, ball 1. To change up down and in, caught the knees, 1-1. Change up away, pulled by Lafayette on to right center. He's out in front of it a bit. Therefore, Luster in the gap, 2 down. Base is empty for Jeb Jumps. 0 for 3 today with an RBI ground out. Fastball up, whiffed on it high, 0-1. Fastball down, chopper to short, charging his Tools, barehanding to first. 1-2-3 inning for Bergerer in the 8th. To the 9th, we're still tied at 5. Buff, Hackman, and Gustavson do up. Rhubarb done after 3 innings of relief, only giving up the 1 earned run. Solid hold for Rhubarb, all things considered. Buff leading off, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles, as the catcher will face rookie left-hander Hander Ospecialo, who is coming out of the bullpen tense. Specialo, no record, a 1.29 ERA and a 1 WHIP on the year. 1 earned run given up in 5 appearances, totaling 7 innings. 6 hits surrendered, a homer, a wild pitch, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Batting average against on the year is .222, which is the best on the team. He's also been the best performing reliever. However, last time out he did give up an earned run and got hit in the sack. So he's already taken a nut shot. That's why he is still tense. Trying to regain his composure out there. First pitch four-seamer inside will miss to Buff, 0-1. Or 1-0. Curveball at the knees, strike called as it floats in there, 1-1. Slider been away, check swing outside, 2-1. Four-seamer at the knees, chop the first, Sportswood over up the line, makes the stop. He'll race to the bag and tap it himself, 1 down. Next up, Herbert Hackman, 1 for 4 with an RBI single today. Inside pitch active for Hackman, who's now tense. Slider down in the way in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Four-seamer up and away, check swing high, 2-0. Fastball away, sky down the right field line, out of play. 2-1 the count. Curveball down and away, check swing strike called, 2-2. Slider down, swung through it, strike 3 below the knees. First punch up for Specialo, 2 down. Base is empty for Gustav Gustafsson, specialist active here for Special against the lefty. Gustafsson 1 for 4 today with a single. Four-seamer up and away in the first pitch, check swing strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Curveball down, in the dirt, 1-2, good block by DeGrande. Four-seamer up and in, high, 2-2. Slider down in the way. Chased it outside, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Specialo. 1-2-3-9 for the rookie. Bottom 9, we're still tied at 5. Burko, Wade, and DeGrande do up as we look to walk it off here in the bottom half. Berger threw 8 pitches last inning, so I expect him to be out here for his second inning of work. Burko leading off, singled last time up. He's 1 for 3. Berger sets and delivers. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Curveball up, that's in there at the letters, 1-1. Fastball inside, line softly to second as it jammed him. Benicio makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, rookie Mateo Wade, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI today. Grounded that last time up. Heater inside, that'll miss, ball 1. Change-ups outside, 2-0 the count to Wade. Curveball down and in, turned on by Wade, hit well, left center field. Running down, Gustafsson dives out of his reach. Extra bases for Wade as he'll be in there with a 1-out double. Winning run in scoring position for the Hot Corners. Here's Tiny DeGrande, all pressure on the rookie catcher. 1 for 3, he has doubled in a run today already. Looking to do it again here. Hell, a single will do it, especially if he hits it to Gustafsson. Heater down and in low, ball 1. If he hits it to Luster, we're probably going to hold. He hits it to Wheels, Wheels is locked in, right? He has a decent arm. Depending on how deep it is, we might send him. He hits it to Gustafsson. As long as it's not right at him, we're going to win this game. 1-0 the count. Change up down, 2-0 the count. Curveball away, blooper to right center, sinking quickly. It's down in front of Wheels, coming around his Wade. Here's the throw to the plate. It is dropped by Buff. The run scores. Walk-off single for DeGrande, and the Hot Corners win 6-5 as they had Wade dead to rights at home, but clever Buff bungles the throw from Wheels, and the Hot Corners win on the error. Big 6-5 victory. You love to see it. They don't give Buff an error, but that mental miscue is going to haunt the Moonstars as they will fall to 6-5 on the year. Coincidentally, we win by a score of 6-5. Hot Corners back at 500, 6-6 on the year, and we have a half-game lead in the division. Looking at the box scores for the Moonstars, the only person hitless today was the pinch hitter Gobelson. 2-run homer today for Lackey Luster. Solo home run for Windy Wheels. He also had an RBI on a sac fly with the bases loaded. Herbert Hackman had an RBI ground out, fielder's choice. On our side, hitless today, Jeb Jumps and Geronimo James, who continues to struggle there at the bottom of the lineup. He was hitting .450 earlier this year, and now he's down to .313, so I don't know what's going on. RBIs today, Lafayette had an RBI sac fly. Jeb Jumps had an RBI ground out. Mateo Wade had an RBI single, Tiny DeGrande had an RBI double, and the walk-off RBI single, and Marcos Resplendent Jr. hit his first career home run, which tied the game in the 7th. Pitching lines, Turnburner, 7 innings for the rookie, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, a homer, 2 strikeouts, no quality start. He gets a no decision. Bergerer takes his first loss of the year, going an inning in the 3rd, giving up 2 hits and an earned run. He'll fall to 1-1 on the year. On the other side, Glover, the rookie, 5+ innings. She gives up 8 hits, 2 walks, 1 big homer, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. She takes another no decision. Rachel Rhubarb goes 3 innings out of the pen for the hold, 4 hits, 1 earned run on a homer, and 5 strikeouts. And Alejandro Especial, the rookie, gets his first career victory, 1 inning pitched, striking out 2. Player of the game is Windy Wheels for his solo homer and RBI sac fly. He also stole a base and scored twice. He went 1 for 2 at the plate. He also walked, I believe, at one point. Lackey Lester, 1 for 3, had a 2-run homer, and then Tiny DeGrande with the walk-off RBI single and an RBI double. He went 2 for 4. Not bad. It's a good win. Good, solid win. You love to see it. Woo! All right. All right, you got 14 games to get through. Let's have a look around the league and see what happens. What happened between games here? Feynman lost to Velocity. Not ideal for the rookie pitcher, but we can work with that. Geronimo James, +8 arm. I wish it was your hitting, Geronimo. You already throw pretty hard. Still, he's now got an almost elite arm out there in center. Turf Butterman, the rookie right-handed reliever, or rookie 28-year-old reliever, I should say, replaces Dusty Winder in the B-Wolves bullpen as they cut the 31-year-old rookie. Tyree Vaughn loses another 6 speed as he drops even further into the C+ category. Good thing we didn't sign him. And Dig Eforto, the rookie utility infielder, is replaced on the Overdogs by our former center fielder, Bo Belter. Ooh, that's an upgrade in the lineup. I want to see if that works out for the Overdogs. That's potential storyline and a half. Well, we can star Dig. I would much rather have him over my namesake Tyree Vaughn because Dig can actually field. I mean, Vaughn can field too, and he's still a slightly better hitter, but Dig's 21. The dude is he's gonna advance, if you know what I mean. Where is he at? He's at the bottom here. C-. Yep. He's still got room. He's got room to progress. And of course, it can't be a rebuild without good old Dig. Kenna Cornett, 3.9. She's still too expensive to sign. We're looking to get her around $3.5 million, and then we'll pick her up. So Seymour Sox will still stay on the roster for the time being. Moving to pitching, we're not really looking to bring anybody in, I think. Jemmy Yaga would be an interesting addition, but she is still at a C overall, and we're winning, so probably not a smart idea. Same with Omar Chambo, 24 years old. He's a C- though. He's a mop-up guy, which we don't need. And Everbright's surprisingly still out there, has not been picked up yet. Interesting. I want to see where our other guys go, so that would be Cooper, Tarak Smith, see if they get picked up. Everbright. And where's Sirloin? There he is. And then go back to here. Bobby Bash we released. Stan Alive re-released. Who else did we release this year? Nori Miyoshi, she's right there. Randy Mann. Stagcleaf is still out there as well. I think that's it. That's all we released. Okay. All right, no roster moves this episode, so let's go ahead and sim up to our next game here. We got 14 to get through. Currently sitting with the division lead, and the second only one of 3 positive run differentials in the division. Interesting. Overdogs, after adding Bo Belter, they are wiping the floor with the Buzzards. Holy crap! They win 19-4. Holy shit! Then they take on the Jacks afterwards and get blown out 10-2. So a little bit of both. But they're still the division leaders. Have its half-game lead. Grapplers beat the Heaters 4-3. Sterling's taking on the last place Blowfish. Sirloins rally and win 12-9. Good victory for them as the Blowfish fall to 4-6. Sirloins now 8-4. Freebooters defeat the Wild Pigs, making it 5-2. They're now tied with us at 6-6 atop the division. Platypi blow out the Heaters, winning 11-2. That's more like it. That's what we know the Heaters for. B-Wolves smack the Grapplers. They win 9-3, keeping pace, gaining ground on the Heaters. Heaters rally, though, to beat the Platypi 4-3 in 10 innings, and then they take on the Wide Loads here. And they blow it, but win in 10 innings, 8-6, as they had a 6-1 lead. Wild Pigs win the second game of the doubleheader against the Freebooters, winning 5-0, as we'll retake the division lead by ourselves. B-Wolves win 6-3 over the Grapplers as they sweep that doubleheader. Wide Loads beat the Heaters 1-0. Sandcats beat the Salties 7-4, and in the final game of the sim, last place Crocs taking on the Nemesis. The Crocs do win today 6-3, ending their losing streak as they're now 3-10 on the year, but they are still the worst team in the league by far. So right now, we are still the only team at 500 or better at 6-6. We have a half-game division lead on the Freebooters and Wild Pigs, who split their doubleheader. So we need to win next game, and we will be up by a game and a half, I believe. We are playing in division rivals from here on out. There are no more non-divisional games, so our last 4 games of the season are all against divisional opponents, so it's 1 against each of the remaining clubs. Our first opponent is the Herbisaurs, who are one of the other 2 teams in our division that have a positive run differential. On the mound for them will be right-hander Tusker Fuss. Herbisaurs come in at 4-6. 0-1 on the year with a 1.42 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. 2 of their 4 wins have come against us. They swept the doubleheader earlier this year. And on the mound for us will be rookie Boris Stanton, who is still injured from the line drive to the face he took in his first career start. 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA and a 2 WHIP. He gave up 3 earned runs in 6 innings in his debut, despite taking a line drive to the face, giving him a retrograde concussion. We'll come in at 6-6 to this matchup. We'll set the lineup here. It'll be Burko leading off at the DH role, followed by Holmes at short, Lafayette locked in left, Jumps at second, batting in the cleanup slot, Sportswood batting 5th at first base, Mateo Wade batting 6th at third base, rookie Grill McGillies will be behind the dish batting 7 as he'll give DeGrande a day off. Batting 8th, still tense in center, will be Geronimo James, and batting 9th, still tense in right, Marcos Resplendent Jr. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do player development here real quick, and then we'll sign off for the night, for the day. Well, for this episode. Probably be back on later tonight with another one. Okay. To have a chance for bad jumps, but he's a catcher. That's debatable. Burko, dumb one. I'm not going to upgrade you. You're a veteran. Brosif, 2 I have a chance K-Dud. Rhubarb, 2 I have a chance K-Dud. Ignore those. I really hope this one sticks around because I want to get this one next time for Wade. This is a really, really good upgrade. And this one for Holmes, it's solid. If this one's not here, we can always get this one for Holmes next time. So we'll just see how this goes. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Walk-off victory today against the Moonstars. We win 6-5 on a walk-off single by Tiny DeGrande and a botched error behind the plate by Clever Buff. We're now 6-6 on the year, back at 500. We are still leading the division. We have a half-game lead on the Freebooters and Wild Pigs. If we defeat the Herbisaurs next time out, we will move to 7-6, and we'll have a game and a half lead in the division. Last 4 games of the year coming up are all against division rivals. Let's see if we can keep our momentum going in a positive direction and make the playoffs in our first season. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already, and you're watching this, and if you are watching this over on YouTube, let's get the words right here. Go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you want to come over here and watch the vids live before I upload them to YouTube. Till next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.